It's already March 13. Mark your calendar, it's March 13. Few days more before your final examinations. You have to double your time, make the most of your review sessions, and naiiwan pang mga days. There's no time to gallivant. There's no time to do extra activities rather than to focus your task that is to be the top performer or to pass the national assessment for school heads. You've been training a lot for this. You've been doing a lot of your efforts to fulfill this, so you don't have other extra efforts or extra time to do anything. Instead, you have to focus on your goal. Focus on your goal and hit the mark. Okay? And so to start, once again, your afternoon session or this evening session, I may invite you to please join our first activity. And this is the Kahoot game. Requesting you all to please log in and click the link for the Kahoot game so that you will also enjoy your activity. Not just be mere watchers but also participants to this online training. So let's make the most of your participation. No? Sayang po ang effort, sayang po ang na-prepare kung hindi po kayo nagpa-participate. So once again, please invite everyone to click the link. Mabilis lang po ito, no? And I hope you will enjoy. If you will be declared the first place, second place, or third place performer in this Kahoot game. Good evening to Ma'am Lilibet Reyes. Good evening, Ma'am Emerita. Thank you so much for using the comment sections because that will give us a better reach in our YouTube. Napakahalaga po yung may reach out tayo. No? Tulong na lamang po ninyo sa Maestro's TV. And to our team from the top performers, good evening. We only have few participants tonight. We are only 11 for the rest. Okay. Good evening, Ma'am Arlene. Good evening, Ma'am Belen. Good evening, Ma'am Catalina. Ma'am Emmy Flor. Ma'am Rachel. Ma'am Regina. Ma'am Rastin. Good evening po, Name Bagarabi. Also to Sir Jomar, Sir Lorgen. Who else not called? Good evening. Are you all ready now to start our first preliminary hit game? This is on Domain 5. Mastering Domain 5. Strand 5.1 and 5.2. Okay. Pabilisan ng pag-click. What is Domain 5 in the TPS-HS? It's curriculum development, leadership, management, or building connections. Okay, the answer, of course, is building connections. Good evening, Ma'am Remy Dordas. Question 2. Which of the following is not a focus of Domain 5. Is it faculty, inclusive practice, managing diverse relationship, or communication? Okay, the answer is red. Curriculum development is not a part of domain 5. Instead, that's on domain 3. Here are the names with the correct answers. Then we proceed to item 3. What does the effective leadership in domain 5 will lead to? More classroom resources, engage community and empowered learners, higher student test scores, or increase school budgets? The answer is yellow. Engage communities and empowered learners. Congratulations to the following names. Now we move on to item number 4. What role does the school governance council play in relationship management? With your answers. And the answer is green, consultative body for all the school plans and programs. Here are the names with the correct answer. Now we move on to item number 5. Which DepEd order institutionalizes the School Governance Council? Is it DO 40, DO 24, DO 12, or DO 26? It's DepEd order number 26, series 2022. Congratulations to the 14 who were able to get the correct answer. Now let's proceed to item 6. What is the purpose of Stakeholders Engagement Plan, or SEP? Assess school performance, develop school infrastructure, evaluate the teacher's effectiveness, or plan for the school engagement with the parents, learners, and community. Race green, majority got the correct answer. Ang mga unang nag-a-appear sa ating screen ay sila yung mga unang nakaklik ng sagot. Which of the following is a key feature of effective relationship management? Developing rapport and trust, exclusive decision, avoiding stakeholders' feedback, or limiting community involvement. All of you got the correct answer, developing rapport and trust with the stakeholders. Congratulations. Now for item 8. Which of the following group is not a part of SGC? Faculty Club, Student Government, Department of Health, or the Parent Teachers Association? First, they have their own respective organization from the DO. Cheers to the following names who were able to click first the correct answer. Now for the item 9. Which DepEd order is responsible for the establishment of the Inclusive Learning Resource Centers, or the ILRC? Is it DO 12 of 2025, DO 72 of 2009, DO 26 of 2022, or DepEd order number 44 of 2010? The answer is yellow. Okay, it was DO 72 of 2009. We'll find out later if this is actually the answer. I think it's just the latest, no? Parang lately lang. We'll check. What does the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads emphasize for school leaders? A, red is the answer. 44 got the correct answer. Stakeholders engagement, collaboration, and trust building. For item 11, what is the role of the community in the Brigada Escuela program? Instructions, assessment, financial support, or physical maintenance of the school facilities? Okay, physical maintenance. So all of you got the correct answer. And here are the first persons who were able to first click the correct answer. Recognizing Mamalin with 7 correct answers in a row. For item 12, which of the following is the strategy to build trust in the school communities? Because of course, it's active listening and transparency. Same persons are the one clicking it first. 13. Which debit order focuses on the implementation of educational programs for learners with disabilities? The item is red, DO 72 of 2009. 14. What does Plus D stakeholder engagement framework aims to guide? Plus D stakeholder. Okay, all of you got the correct answer. Planning and engaging with diverse stakeholders. And now we proceed to item 15, which debit order provides guidelines on the adoption of Adopt a School program or AS. You are all correct. DO 40 of 2015. Congratulations. For item 16, which is the key responsibility of the school heads under PPSH's relation to stakeholders? Yellow, engaging stakeholders in decision-making process. All of you got the correct answer. And these are the names who were able to click the answers immediately. We now proceed to item 17. What should school leaders do to ensure inclusivity in the decision making? Okay. all of you again. Category answer actively include diverse voices in the decision making process. For item 18, what is the crucial aspect of community engagement in schools? Reducing communication, increasing teacher worksheets or workload, developing shared ownership, or limiting external partnership. The answer is blue, developing shared ownership of school goals. 19. What is the focus of Universal Design for Learning or UDL framework? Green, designing flexible learning environments that will accommodate all types of learning.
Ano pala sa meeting ko? Ano yung meeting ko?
20. Which of the following is true about SGC? Yellow, it is a consultative and coordinating body. 37 got the correct answer. Then, item 21, which DepEd memorandum guides us on managing partnership? The M56, the M19, the M110, or the M24? DepEd Memorandum number 56 of 2023. Okay, let's proceed to item 22, which DepEd order highlights the need of full community approach in supportive, inclusive environment. Full community approach. Only 8 got the correct answer. DepEd order, DepEd memo number 44 of 2021. For 23, what does QBED-T or Quality Basic Education Development Plan aims to address? Covers structures for learning crisis and improve student outcomes. First, it's 52. Learning crisis and improve student outcomes. For item 24, which is one of the major reform pillars of QBED-P? Pillars of QBED: reducing parent involvement, improving governance, limiting the digital resources, strengthening centralized decision-making process. improving the governance and accountability measures. Last five items and item 25. What kind of participation does TPSC emphasize on stakeholders? Nasaan mo ba? 58. Majority got the correct answer. Wow. Active and inclusive participation in school governance. Okay, so we now proceed to item 26. Which group is primarily responsible for stakeholders' engagement in the BPA process? All the school heads and school administrators. 27. Which of the following is not essential feature of effective relationship management skills? Restricting is not an essential feature. We're nearing to end. Last two questions. What does QBEDP emphasize regarding digitalization? Integrating of digital tools in learning for learning administration and on data management. For 29, which DepEd order supports the implementation of collaborative decision making through the School Governance Council? PO 26 of 2022. 17 got the correct answer. And the last item, what is one benefit of strong stakeholders engagement? And now, our top scorers with 25 out of 30, we have Yog, Enin, Menin, Bryce, Kaki. For silver, with 26 out of 30, RR and Z. And the gold, with 27 out of 30, we have two, and RN. Congratulations! You are our top 3 scorers. Is showing to you the result of last night or yesterday's session. Some more. Okay? Sige po. If we have time, we'll have another round. Good evening to everyone. Once again, thank you so much. We've got the highest number of participants in the Kahoot this time. No, we have 60 among you participated. And now showing to you the result of our Nash mock test last March 12. No, kagabi po. And we're very happy to present to you the results. Okay. There was one item I think that we need to reconsider here kasi may hindi nalagyan ng answer key. Okay, so with a 95%, we have five of you. We have Ma'am, I think it's six. Okay, Ma'am Miriam Cruz of Magsingal Elementary School Division of Cagayan, Region 2. Then Ma'am Maymay of Laguna, Region 4. Are you in? Then Sir Lorjan Palomar of Negros Island Region. Okay, congratulations. Then we have Ma'am Bernadette of NCR Caloocan Division 95. And another 95 is Ma'am Janet Madayag of Sultan Kudarat Region 12. Then JD of Rojas Northern Samar Region 8, 95. For 92%, we have 92.5 Pichi of Laguna Region 4A, Sir Dandy of Eastern Samar Region 8, 92.5 Zandi of Capiz Region 6, Sir Angelo of Cagayan Region 2, then we have Sir Ronaldo Tintero of Cagayan Region 2, 92.5 Ma'am LV of Leyte Region 8, then Ma'am Emmy of San Jose City Region 390. Then Ma'am Ruby Ann Bakuyag of Cagayan Region 2, 90%. Then we have Ken of Bulacan Region 3, 87.5. Another 87.5 is Ma'am Ellen of DC Region 11. Is that Digos City? Then Ma'am Raslyn Rimando of Menzi Elementary School Region 9, 87.5. Then we have Ma'am Jacqueline Biao of Zamboanga City Region 9, 87.5. Rank 20, we have J of NCR. Rank 21 is Ma'am Mary Jane Anonical of NCR, 85. Rank 22, we have Ed of Iloilo Region 6. Rank 23 is Ma'am Gemma of Pangasinan 1, Region 1. 82.5 is Cyril Bituan of Cebu Province, Region 7. 82.5, we have Ma'am Rosalie Basco of Ginoog City, Region 10. Ma'am Karina of Cotabato, Region 12, Rank 26. Rank 27, we have Ma'am Arlene Columna of Cagayan, Region 2. Rank 28, we have Ma'am Lilibet Reyes of Nueva Ecija, Region 3. Rank 29, we have Ma'am Emmy Flor, Jerusalem of Region 2. Rank 30, still 82.5 is LLM of Cebu City, Region 7. 31 is 82.5, Jurors of Caloocan NCR. Then we have 77.5 Nueva Vizcaya, Region 2, NS Nagit. 77.5 Ma'am Miriam Compassion of Bohol, Region 7. 77.5 Ma'am Vivian Pasqua of Isabela, Region 2. 77.5 is Ma'am Riza Mendoza of Region 2. Rank 36 is the Josa Columna of Bohol, Region 7. Rank 37 is Rachel Kubit of Tabuk City, Car. Rank 38 Still passing is QQQ. Who's this QQQ? Rank 39, we have 75. Ma'am Olympia Manzano of Isabela, Region 2. Rank 40 is Ma'am Marlene of Calabarzon, Quezon Province. 41 passed is Eds of RX Region 6. Then Ma'am Mary Grace Sanchez of Laguna, followed by Regina Pablo of Cagayan, Ruth of Region 1, Roscoe of 4A, still passing, JM of Samar Region 8, Jaden Laguido of Isabela, Lori of Region 3, A, Marianita of Capiz Region 6, then Sir Romnick Kalingasan of Quezon, Region 4A. Okay, 65 is still passing. Jerlyn of Region 11, Ma'am Melin of Region 8, Ma'am Katia of Region 2, Ma'am Rowena of Zamboanga, Region 9, and nakulangan na lang ng isang puntos to pass the exams for the rest of the other names listed. Once again, from Maestro's TV, congratulations to all of you. Ang mock test po ay sinisend po dito bago po matapos ang sessions. So I invite you to please join from beginning to end of the sessions so that you will be given chance to accomplish our material. Okay, so we will be dwelling on building connections, domain 5 for tonight's session through this handbook on domain 5 for school leaders with emphasis on the QBED P 2025 to 2035 of the Department of Education to improve the basic education systems by addressing the challenges and elevating the learning outcomes for the next decade. And of course, for domain 5, the strands will be on managing diverse relationship, inclusive practices, communication, and community engagement. This is another material for you to glance and read, no? A handbook for domain 5 on building connections. What is the content of this domain 5? Okay, focuses on the professional standard used to describe the skills and practices for school leaders that you need to demonstrate to build meaningful partnership between the school and your stakeholders. So this include your managing diverse relationship, inclusive practice, communication, and community engagement. What foundational legacy or policy reference? Okay, of course we focus on the Philippine professional standards for school heads, clearly defining the domain 5 role. So what do we mean by the domain 5 Okay, this is tasked with creation and nurturing of meaningful relationship between the school and the community members, and this relationship are very vital in fostering inclusive, responsive, and supportive learning environments. So by promoting collaborative decision making and active participation from all stakeholders, including your parents, teachers, students, and local government units, plus your non-government organizations, school leaders strengthen the foundation for improved educational outcomes. And in building connections, it's not just about maintaining the existing relationship, but also we are developing new avenues for better communication with your partners. So ensuring that all voices are heard and of course respected in the decision making process. And this effective leadership is the domain that leads you to a more engaged communities and empowered leaders. Okay, we already had various sessions on this, and please revisit the videos for more specific and detailed parts. No? Now we zero in on DepEd Domain 5 Building Connections Strands 5.1 on Managing Diverse Relationship. As mentioned, the PPSHS is our key legal basis here that's founded on Debit Order number 24 series of 2020 and and reaffirmed through subsequent orders remains that the guiding document for school leadership establishes the expectations is on domain 5 because the previous PPS it says no hindi interconnected ang domain 5. It's only on DO24 na meron na talaga siyang specific content on domain 5. That is managing relationships and building connections. So what are the key points of the framework? Okay, the PPSHS stresses the importance of inclusive practice and collaborative leadership, ensuring the school heads engage various partners in educational process. So building connections focuses on cultivating the trust, the respect, and collaboration to drive our school's progress and learners' success. Okay, in the PPSHS standards, it defines the qualities, competencies, and responsibilities that the school head must demonstrate. And this includes the following dimensions: okay, collaboration, inclusivity, and communication. Collaboration within the internal and external partners, inclusivity in terms of decisions, and communication that is building trust and sustaining trust. So, the school head must demonstrate proficiency on stakeholders' engagement and relationship management, ensuring that all the voices are heard and actions are aligned with our school's mission, vision, and goals. So, what are actual DepEd orders that are relevant to the stakeholders' partnership and relationship? I already outlined for you to better memorize or revisit the following debit orders, including their title and what is the contribution of this to domain 5. For example, in debit order number 24 of 2020, this is the national adoption and implementation of the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads. So it details here your establishment of professional standards for school heads, including your competencies in the proper stakeholders engagement, how do we collaborate, how inclusive decision making process being done, and how to build trust as core leadership requirements. So that's the content of DO24 of 2020. Central to that is the DepEd Order number 26 of 2022. And this is the implementing guidelines on the establishment of School Governance Council or the SGC. And what is the feature or key responsibilities to the school heads. For you to read this DepEd order is for you to institutionalize the School Governance Council as a mechanism for shared governance consultation with your internal and external stakeholders and collaborative decision making at the school level. Please remember this because this will always be part of your NAS assessment. Another support stakeholders issue once in on DepEd Order number 12 of 2025. Okay, this is the latest multi-year implementation guidelines of the calendar of activities wherein it places the various guide periodic activities including the Brigada Escuela and other school community program which engage the stakeholders in the calendar including the school planning and operations. Detailed there when to conduct the general meeting, no? Nandun lahat yung mga stakeholders embedded activities na naka-align sa ating calendar of activities. Then we also have additional context. Okay? So what is DO24 again of 2020? This is the core policy that defines what the school head must know and must do, including the collaboration with your partners and building connections with your stakeholders, such as community groups, your parents, your LGUs, and civil society organizations. So, while first issued in 2020, it continues to be the foundational standards used for leadership development assessment and career progression for school heads as of 2025 to 2026. Okay, so what do we still better understand Debit Order number 26 of 2022 or the SGC? This provides the official guidelines for establishing a school governance council in every school, which serves as a shared governance and feedback mechanisms among the stakeholders, including your parents, teachers, and learners, your community representatives, and other partner groups. So this order supports the practices that require first inclusivity and involvement, collaboration, and participatory decision making that are central to effective relationship management. So that's the very core why all schools should have their school governance council, just meeting together all the internal and external stakeholders. Okay, showing to you is our brief summary of what SGC is all about when it comes to frequently asked questions. This is based on DO number 26 of 2022. So what is SGC? It's the official consultative body for shared governance and feedback. Why was it established? We have three: strengthening the shared governance, support participatory decisions, and engage stakeholders in school improvement. So SGC is strengthening the governance between and across among levels. Okay, how do we govern the learners, the teachers, and the school community? How do we build a rapport with them? No, how do we maximize all of these people to provide mechanisms in working harmoniously within the school system? Then participatory decisions is very important as a school governance council provides. Okay, this is an in-depth, no, sitting together to participate for the benefit of the school. Then engagement of stakeholders because every angle is being heard when you establish the school governance level. And what's the purpose? We have the consultation of the school plans, programs, and strategies, coordinate and harmonize the work of school committees. Who are the members of the SGC? Yan. The student government, the PTA, the faculty club, the teachers' organizations, the National Employee Union, the alumni associations, and other committees and partners. SGC is not an executive governing body. It is not also a replacement of your PTA, SPT, or the CPC. It has no separate judicial personality, juridical personality. What is its main function? It serves as consultative input. It coordinates and harmonizes all organizations together and promote participation and bayanihan and feedback channel only. No, it doesn't support here about management decisions. No, the management decisions will always come from the school head. Ang ginagawa lang ng SGC is a consultation. But then the final, no? Of course, the final decisions will always come from the school head. And who are the officers? First, we have the co-chairperson, and the secretary. Must be chairpersons. Doon sa taas pala yan. Okay, they have meetings at least quarterly. Can be either in person or in virtual. A more detailed frequently asked questions is shared here below. Okay. What is SGC? It's a consultative body. This is based on Debit Order number 26 verbatimly stated, no? To better memorize and of course a better sense of reading. It is an official consultative body created under DO 26 of 2022 that serves as a structure for shared governance and a feedback mechanism. So in every public elementary and secondary schools, this brings together the school stakeholders to participate in consultative planning, decision making, coordination, and of programs and feedback processes. So hindi niya po sinabi dito na silang magde-decisions sa mga report natin, sa financial, sa observations or management's concerns. Why was the SGC established? Yan, yan yung kanyang saligan, no? It is to strengthen the shared governance at the school level that support the participatory decision making and encourages active engagement of stakeholders in school improvement. Okay, then this aligns with the principle of the shared governance enshrined with RA number 9155 or the Governance of Basic Education Act of 2001, which DepEd cites as the legal basis for council's mandate. And who are the members? Specifically, nandyan na, no? More detailed, the student government, Parent Teachers Association, Faculty Club or its equivalent. We have a recognized teachers organizations, the National Employee Union, the Alumni Associations, and other committees. So each organization appoints a representative only, no? Not all. So the president or the head of each organizations will sit down and be appointed as representative to the SGC to ensure that there are diverse voices which are included during the planning meeting. Okay, what's the purposes? Yan. Serving as a collective and consultative body, function as an overall coordinating body. What is not empowered? The SGC is not an executive governance body and it does not replace any existing school committee and it has no separate juridical personality outside of the school, and its role is only for consultative and coordinating and not managerial. So, tama tayo, no? So, please read and read entirely the lots of questions and answers for the school governance. What is the maximum term for the officers? We have maximum of 3 consecutive school years. Okay, there are also other issuances that we use for stakeholders engagement, which are non-debit order in terms of its issuance. No, we have Memorandum number 1110 of 2025 entitled The Orientation on Debit Orders Pertinent to Partnership and Linkages, which guides the school heads on databases, adapt school program coordination, and community linkages. Then we also have the Quality Basic Education Development Plan. This is the DepEd Strat Plan, which is a national education development. We can only term it as a strategic plan if it is a 10-year term or in a decade term. Ang tawag dyan sa planning na yan ay strategic plan. So there are different levels of planning, no? Okay, dito naman yung ating uh, frequently asked questions, what is QBED-P? That's from 2025 to 2035. So what is the Quality Basic Education Development Plan? It is a 10-year roadmap by DepEd to transform and improve the education systems. Kung kayo ay infographic lover, then you can just read the bullet parts of it. However, if you need a more detailed explanation about the frequently asked questions, then you can refer to this. What is QBED-P? It's a 10-year strategic roadmap of the Department of Education to transform and improve the basic education system in the Philippines. So it builds a previous plan such as that of 2022 Basic Education Development Plan and the 2024 5-point reform agenda to address the systemic challenges and elevate the learning outcomes over the next decade. Why was the QBED-P developed? So it responds to the persistent learning crisis in the country, such as the low proficiency rates and learning losses worsened by the pandemic, and by setting a long-term vision, milestones, and strategies that will guide reforms across the governance, teaching, and learning environment. So we started already the ARAL program, and the ARAL program is part of the QBED-P, no? What are the goals of the QBED-P? Improve the quality and equity in basic education. We strengthen the governance and accountability, give support for teachers and learners, enhance the learning environment, and prepare graduates for employment or for higher education. So these goals are framed through measurable outcomes and strategic milestones for the year end 2028 and 2031 and end 2034. So what are the major pillars? Okay, natanong to kanina, there have 5 pillars or 5-point reform agenda under the Quality Basic Education Program. First, high-performing teachers. What do we mean by this? So it is enhancing teachers' competencies, support, and workloads. We also have improved learning environment, enhanced governance structures, improved decision quality, and empowered our graduates. What does the plan address governance and stakeholders' roles? Okay, still decentralization, is its focus, no? And allowing local school leaders, including the school heads and DepEd divisions, to make their data-informed decisions that reflect community context. So what strategic levers are drive reforms? We have decentralization, digitalization, and public-private partnership. Decentralization again is empowering our local units for more responsive management. Digitalization is integrating the digital tools for learning, data systems, and administrations. And for PPPs is for lever supports classrooms, technologies, and infrastructures through collaborations with our private sectors. Okay. QBED works with base camps. No? What are these base camps? So these are the milestone markers. We have three base camps. Okay, camp 1 is what happens after 2028, 2031, and 2034. So we need to assess the progress towards these long-term goals, and this will help track the journey from catching up. Okay, catching up means addressing the systemic gaps to innovation and finally achieving global competitive benchmark. So this is ambitious effort, but then if we work hand in hand together, we can build a better base camp. No, parang kwan lang yan. No, tawag sa game na yan na kailangan nating bigyan ng inputs or armor ang lahat ng base camp para hindi siya masira ng kung sino-sino lang. Okay? So marami din itong part na to that you're going to read. And why are all these important? Okay? One thing more that you need to read is the DepEd initiatives and the stakeholders engagement that we usually do in the department. First, we have the stakeholders engagement plan. This is a DepEd stakeholder engagement that provides structured processes to design the engagement with the parents, community, and children. So this is an engagement planning, feedback loops, and community consultations. And who are the target stakeholders here? We have teachers, parents, community, representatives, and advocacy partners. Another group is the Plus D stakeholder engagement framework. This is a mapping and analysis of our stakeholders, formal planning of project engagement, and structured consultations. So this is in the level of DepEd Central and field offices among the local government units, NGOs, and local communities. This is under DepEd ASP guidelines under RA 8525. Yan yung Adapt School Program na pala. ASP is under RA 8525, also reflected in DO number 24 of 2016 and related DepEd resources. This is a formal partnership between schools and private donors through the use of Memorandum of Agreement or Memorandum of Understanding, resources, and program support. What is its content? Okay. Among the private sector donors, the non-government organizations, okay, foundations, or philanthropic partners who wish to join the Adapt a School program. Nandun na, no? Naka-identify na sa DepEd kung magkano ang isang learner, kung gusto nilang mag-adapt ng isang learner, kung gusto nilang mag-adapt ng technology base or ng community base or infrastructure. Meron na silang mga total amounts na ibibigay. Basahin niyo yung DepEd order, no? Then, brigada, eskwela, and brigada pagbasa. Narinig niyo naman na siguro to. We also have the DepEd partnership and linkages, partnership database and reporting. We also have the digital stakeholder engagement tools, Metrobank, MTAP, DepEd Math Challenge, pero wala na siya. We We have the partnership guidelines for K to 12, historical, and the NGO partnership framework. And a detailed explanation is here attached. Okay. Okay, how do we develop rapport and trust? Okay. Just i-run through sessions na lang this. To develop rapport and trust, you need to establish a clear, transparent communication. You demonstrate active listening and responsiveness to stakeholders' concern, and consistency and accountability in leadership practices will build trust over time. Okay. Totoo naman, no? If you're talking clear, transparent communication that is inviting and igniting them to participate in your advocacy, then you need to be a listening heart, no? And active listening rather than talking and talking. And you need not to listen to their voices. And while listening, you have to be responsive of their concerns. Diba? How to be an active listening. You have to listen through heart because everything that comes from their mouth are all their experiences, sentiments, and feelings against you. So you have to listen. Then, cultural and social responsive. The school head must recognize and respect the cultural, linguistic, socioeconomic differences among students, staff, and community. Then we also have an adaptive engagement strategies that you should be accommodating the diverse groups. Then we have collaborative environment. So marami pa po ito. So I'll end our discussions here. Baka natotoxic na po kayo, then we'll proceed with our mock exams. Please provide me uh, 1 minute or two to prepare your assessment. Thank you very much.
Sige po sir, tanggalin ko po yung may points. May dalawa. Should be 30.